theoretical thing. I would have to position them and guard them, and much prefer just charging my Browns in and, you know, wrecking shit, letting slip the Hounds of War and all that. Their beards are actually a good bit of gear, surprisingly. Okay, recall. Oh Christ, bomb guys. These guys actually have bombs, like all the other bomb guys we've been meeting. I was trying to reduce the time on that and didn't exactly cooperate. I love how those guys are just actually fleeing. They're the only ones with some common fucking sense. Then they're free to go. Getting a few upgrades. Nice. Okay, recall. We've annihilated the Angry Beards and defended to the Golden Abyss. Oh, there's also going to be a Witcher TV series on Netflix. Might be good. Not sure. Certainly, there's a lot of people who haven't expressed much faith in it being good, but maybe they're just being overly cynical. No idea. Like, just a lot of people are apprehensive about it. Some are excited, but others are a bit nervous that Netflix won't do it well. So yeah, either that or I'm misunderstanding, you know, like, jokes or shit posting as a serious, concern, like people would have. Who knows? Can I be honest with you? I've no idea what people exactly mean by shit posting. Is it just joking around? That's what I've been thinking. But then that joking around can also include threatening to swat people, pretending to be a retard, and then laughing at people when they think you're serious about being an idiot. So it's not just posting something stupid because you found it, you know, being silly because you can make a joke. It's a wide variety of things. So if someone's not in on the joke, it's kind of hard to know that it's a joke, you know. So maybe one of the concerns I remember seeing was, well, maybe concern is a strong word, but I think someone was actually, maybe it was meant to be a joke. It just, you can't tell. Oh, these guys, are they hostile? Yes, they are. I know they're flagged as hostile, but since they were just fleeing earlier, I was figuring they'll just keep fleeing. But one of the jokes was one of the jokes or possible actual concerns was Geralt being mysteriously black. Just, yeah, just due to Netflix being weird. So yeah.
Congratulations, you are master of the Golden Abyss, Lord.
Entertaining, but you have yet to see my final act.
I can taste the ham from here. But yeah, what I was saying, there might have been a serious concern of the person, or mightn't have been. Certainly it would be inaccurate to the character for him to be, you know, mysteriously black and inaccurate to the area. It's like fantasy Poland, you know? But it could have been cynicism, or it could have just been a joke that I thought was, you know, cynicism. You know, I'm just getting mistaken. I have no idea. Like I said, it's impossible to tell when people online are joking. Between, you know, like, understanding the text and other people just basically doing as best as possible to tell a joke with a straight face via text, if you get me. Like, acting as sincere as possible when actually just taking the piss. So, yeah. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, even ignoring that comment as, you know, just a joke that I misunderstood, other people being concerned Netflix wouldn't handle it right. I don't know if they've been known to do that in the past, mishandle things in the past, but yeah. I remember seeing that Marco Polo show, and it seemed fine. You know, I enjoyed that for what little I remember of it. Christ, they're on 1%. They're just 1% short of max. Nice. Let's see. Is there anything here? Yes, there are dwarves that are utterly terrified of me. Boom. Let's not kill him. I was just thinking he'll start some fight and I'll probably lose minions, so it's probably best if I don't. But yeah, I remember liking the Marco Polo show. Remember, like, from what I remember of it, it seemed fine. Yeah, I had no complaints. It just... I'm not sure... Part of me is wondering, I'm not sure if I liked it, or did I just not have any issues with it? There might be, you know, there could be actually a difference between the two, you know? Let me just... Okay, you got it. I'm just wondering who needs what upgraded. I'm just gonna have to keep keep breaking things until we find out. Huh, that's a bit of Godo's crown. Also, spree music. Weird. Ha! It's nice how they let you get in on this now. But yeah, basically, I don't remember them flubbing anything before. But maybe I'm just forgetting. We're now on 400%. Meaning there's no more upgrades to get for these. Christ. Let's grab this. And let's wander around. Then again, ooh, actually, I didn't notice they were here. Let's just drop the crown for a moment. Then again, maybe the thing I was dismissing as a joke here, maybe it wasn't a joke. It's just I know people have been annoyed before about just random retcons to characters for adaptions. Because it's just inaccurate to the character. Like, I can understand it myself. I'm very obsessive with, you know, if the story is this way, it should say this way. No differences shouldn't be made, you know? Changes shouldn't just be made. So maybe it was an honest thing. But again, I hate being wrong, so I'm trying to cover my ass by saying, maybe it's just a joke, yeah? Yeah. So I guess this is just allows you to start luring out the dwarves again so you can kill them yourself. Actually, I'm just thinking you could actually, you know, get a nice Congo line of dwarves, lure them all the way back there and just toast them. I'm not sure if they would actually follow the entire way, but that's something you could try. Come on, come on, kill. Kill. So, yeah, it's basically me just trying to preemptively cover my ass in case of the possibility of me being wrong. Just because I really don't like being wrong. Anything else? And actually, I did notice someone actually did upgrade their hats there. So it's just like, are they fully upgraded or not? Not sure. Now I'm nervous in using these guys in case they die, basically. But I have no. If I want to use Browns, I have no choice but to use these guys. Oh, I guess I just better not lose them. Also, a lot of them now are using beards and have the giant gauntlet or giant hand thing. We'll actually go get that pumpkin. And you know what? I'll use greens, and I'll get them some gear. It's going to code XP, which is a bit inaccurate. It's kind of the closest thing minions in this game have to XP. Beautiful. Go get me some more. Beautiful, some upgrades. Okay. Anyone want that? Whatever it is. Yes, beautiful. Just love seeing my minions actually get their upgrades, get a bit better. Oh, no bomb this time. Also, seemingly no food, but no, there's still food. All right. Let us see. How am I doing on? I'm doing pretty well in numbers. And they're on 360. Should I wander further through the dungeon? Should I not? Let's not. At least now we know we can mess with the dwarves still, though I'm not sure if they'll drop their beards in this form. Like maybe it was only the hostile ones at the end that leave beards. I'm not sure. Actually no, it wasn't only them. It was the ones that died to Goldo also gave them. And so maybe they will as well. So I've constantly regenerating source of beards for my minions to use. It sounds funny, but beards are some of the better stuff. So anyway, we've gotten some more blueprints down. I believe we have 2 more to go. And unique items. So we have the Sword of Life Stealing and Armor of Fire. I could build that right now. Sword of Life Stealing. I could build that right now. I might be able to even do both. I'll do the sword right now. Again, one issue with all this is you don't actually know what their stats are. The sword might be better than my mace, but because I can't see any degree of a stat screen, I don't know. The closest to a stat screen in this game is the upgrade screen to show you how much minions you've tossed in. So that I do plus 90 melee damage with my mace. And that's the closest to a stat screen I can see. But for this sword, it will only tell me that it gives me extra. It gives me lifesteal. Yep, that's fine. I will have to do some more farming though. I need to get more minions to fully upgrade my armor. And part of me is rather tempted in switching out my helm for a full, for an Arcanium helm, so I could get even more minions and fully upgrading that. But I'm kind of inclined towards keeping the harvesting helm. It gives me 5 extra minions and ooh, that looks good. Gives me 5 extra minions and what's the other thing? Doubles my income.
This is your armory, sire, where you can store your armor and weapons.
So I like the look of that, but again, I don't think that has any regen in the slightest. So it makes it kind of hard to justify using it. It's a lovely set of gear. It's got the minion brooch. It looks lovely. It really works. But I just can't justify it because of the lack of regen. Now the sword. Clearly only the helm seems to have a secondary effect. I'll still be making everything just so you get to see what they look like. And I would like to try out the... You know what? I can try out both of these. We'll pop into the arena and we'll go up against a weak enemy. And I might even go... That is funny. We'll poke our head in. I'm tempted in bringing no minions, but I'll bring some just in case. No, there doesn't appear to be any regen. So yeah, that is a mark against this. Probably should have chose swordsman, but spearman will do just fine. And as I said before, I will actually be doing the I need to check how much space I've left. I will be doing the entirety of the dungeon as well. Unlike in my legendary playthrough when I didn't. That is hilarious. Let's just stand here. Burn before your master. Regrettably, due to the lack of regen, it does take away a little from it. The sword certainly does seem powerful enough to one-shot halfling spearmen, who've already, actually technically it's not a one-shot, is it? They've already been semi-toasted by the flames. It does kind of make it a little iffy as to how good it is, doesn't it? Let us grab the halfling swordman. And I really don't need the minions with me. I'll just keep them with me for gathering purposes. I was kind of expecting more enemies than just that single line. Expecting a second row, maybe. And very dramatic music for a very unimposing enemy. Okay, it's a very nice sword. I like the life drain. It's powerful. But due to the lack of stats, I'm not sure if it's better than my mace. I do like the life drain aspect though. And the fire aspect on the armor, that's fun. Enemies that hit you have a chance, and certainly seemingly a very high chance, of just bursting into flames. Both seem very nice. My only concern is that this sword is inferior to my mace. I'll presume on the damage front it is. I'm gonna. It's probably a fair assumption that it is inferior, but it certainly balances out in the fact that it is a good life drain thing. There is one way I could test it. Go here. Go to the commanders, and we all saw that actually, not the commanders, the dwarf warriors. I don't remember how many. I'll be fine. I don't know how much damage it did to the other guys, but I know how much damage it did to these. I 2 to 3 shot at them. So we'll have to see how much the sword can do against these guys. It is substantially weaker. Substantially. But at the same time, its regen, it basically heals me. A little. Its regen is only a slight sliver. It's not the kind of thing you want on its own. I would imagine it's something you want with like its life drain isn't much. You'd want it with something else. You'd want it with just some of these they can't get in, but that's fine. They'll be there for when this is done. Just help me clean up. Yeah. You'd want it to be augmenting your regeneration. You don't want to be solely relying on it for your healing, like I'm currently doing. It's very nice. It's useful, but it certainly does a lot less damage than my mace does, and it is it does less damage, and its regen isn't great. Also, the reason why I have that little chunk of extra health is because